The mine clicks at 0847 hours, June 3rd, 1970. Highway 13, 17 kilometers north of Saigon. Charlie Company, 3rd Battalion, 22nd Infantry, 75 soldiers on patrol. Point man, Private Robert Chen, age 20, 9 months in country, steps on M14 anti-personnel mine. Pressure hold fuse, mine arms, doesn't detonate, won't detonate until foot lifts, until pressure releases, until Chen tries to move. Chen freezes, can't move, knows what happened, knows what comes next. Mine! I'm on a mine! Everyone freeze! The patrol stops. 75 soldiers, all understanding. Chen on mine means they're in Minefield, means everyone could be one step from death. Captain James Morrison, company commander, age 31, keys radio. All stations freeze, point man on mine, nobody moves. We're in Minefield, medic forward, engineer forward. Doc Thomas Brennan, company medic, age 24.
Conscientious objector, refuses to carry weapon, 11 months in country, moves forward, carefully, watching ground. Each step calculated, watching for mines. Combat engineer, specialist David Martinez, age 27, moves forward with metal detector, sweeping, methodical arcs, finding mines, M14s, scattered randomly, high density, defensive minefield. He reaches Chen, 30 meters forward, 8 mines detected between patrol and Chen, 8 death points, 8 confirmation of disaster. Keys radio. Captain, point man is standing on M14 anti-personnel mine. Pressure hold fuse. Mine is armed. Cannot be defused with him standing on it. Cannot release pressure without detonation. Pause. Then continues. Sir, we're in full defensive minefield. I'm detecting mines everywhere. Random pattern, high density, estimate 40-50 mines minimum.
We're completely inside it. Surrounded. Standard metal detector procedure doesn't work reliably for M14s. Plastic mine, minimal metal signature. Can't create safe path. Can't extract 75 men. Sir, I don't have procedure for this. I don't know how we survive this. Silence. Morrison processing, understanding. His entire company trapped. One soldier standing on death. Unknown how many more near death. Unknown how to move anyone without triggering explosions. Unknown how anyone survives. Doc Brennan is 15 meters behind Martinez. Listening, understanding, calculating, seeing problem, seeing impossibility, seeing what everyone sees, but also seeing what nobody else sees, seeing possibility, seeing solution, seeing technique learned 14 months ago during additional training. Nobody understood why conscientious objector requested. He keys radio. Captain, I have an idea. Might work, might save everyone. Unconventional, but only option I see. Morrison. Doc, we're trapped in Minefield. Point man on active mine. I'll try anything. What's your idea? Sir, I crawl. I probe ground manually. With my hands, I feel for mines. I feel for pressure plates. I mark safe spots with stakes. I create path inch by inch, slowly, carefully, safely. I map route out. Then I walk everyone out single file, one by one. Manual minefield clearance, tactile mine detection, emergency extraction procedure, not standard, but possible. Martinez interrupts. Doc, that's not procedure, that's not safe, you'll hit mine. You can't feel mines with bare hands, you need metal detector, you need proper equipment. Doc interrupts back. Metal detector doesn't work on M14s, you just said it. Plastic mine. Minimal metal signature. That's why we're trapped. But hands work differently. Pressure sensitivity works. Tactile detection works. I learned this technique. Additional training. Fort Sam Houston. Requested combat engineering basics. Studied manual clearance procedures. 3 additional weeks beyond standard medic training. I know this technique. I can execute this. I can save everyone. But I need captain's permission, need trust. Need belief that peace-loving medic knows what he's doing. Need everything I've been earning for 14 months. Morrison looks around, sees 74 soldiers frozen, sees fear, sees disaster approaching, sees Doc offering only solution anyone has proposed, sees peace-loving medic everyone mocked volunteering to crawl through Minefield to save everyone.
Sees everything that makes no sense except Doc's 14-month track record, except Doc running into gunfire, except Doc saving Wilson, except Doc earning respect, except Doc being reliable, except everything 14 months taught. Trust Doc. Do it. Save my men. Save everyone. I trust you completely. This is the story of Thomas Brennan, conscientious objector who refused weapons training, mocked constantly for pacifism, who saved 75 men from Minefield through technique nobody taught him. How he spent 9 hours crawling through mines, how he marked safe path using only his hands and wooden stakes, how he stepped on 2 mines himself using technique that kept them from exploding, how the man everyone called coward became the man everyone called savior.
And how the technique he invented, manual tactile mine detection, became standard doctrine that saved 340 plus soldiers over 3 years. If you want stories about courage transcending violence, where refusing weapons doesn't mean refusing danger and peace-loving means life-saving and conscience produces excellence, hit subscribe right now, because what happens in the next 9 hours will prove everything Doc believes, will validate everything Doc is, will demonstrate everything peace-loving means. Doc will crawl through death, will probe ground with bare hands, will step on 2 mines and survive through gradual release technique, will save everyone, will prove the peace-loving medic without a weapon is more dangerous to death than any armed soldier, will prove courage isn't about killing, will prove bravery isn't about violence, will prove everything everyone mocked was everything everyone needed. That demonstration starts now, with Minefield, with 75 trapped soldiers, with 1 man willing to crawl through death, with Doc, with peace-loving medic everyone mocked, with conscientious objector everyone questioned, with person everyone underestimated, with hero nobody recognized yet. 800 hours, the medic nobody respected. Thomas Brennan arrived Vietnam March 1969, age 23, conscientious objector, refused combat training at basic, refused weapons qualification at AIT, refused to carry rifle ever. Assignment, medic, standard CO classification, standard non-combatant assignment. At Fort Sam Houston medical training, 8 weeks, standard medic course, trauma care, field medicine, battlefield treatment, standard everything except weapons. But Doc requested additional training beyond standard curriculum, requested combat engineering basics, requested mine awareness, requested explosive ordnance recognition, requested minefield procedures, requested everything not included in standard medic training. Instructors questioned why. Why does conscientious objector need combat engineering knowledge? Why does peace-loving medic need mine training? Why does someone who refuses violence need explosive understanding? Doc's answer clear. Doc's logic simple. Because soldiers step on mines. Because medics treat mine casualties. Because understanding threat helps me save lives. Because knowledge prevents death. Because studying danger reduces danger. Because peace-loving doesn't mean ignorant. Because refusing to kill doesn't mean refusing to learn. Because my conscience won't let me shoot people, but my conscience requires me to save people. And saving people requires understanding what kills them, requires studying weapons to prevent weapon damage, requires learning explosives to treat explosive casualties, requires everything, reluctantly approved, 3 additional weeks, combat engineering basics, mine recognition, ordnance understanding, what saves 75 people 14 months later, but nobody understands yet. Standard doc thoroughness, standard doc preparation, standard doc studying everything about death to prevent death. Doc arrives Charlie Company, April 1969, introduced to platoon, 43 soldiers, professional, experienced, combat veterans, multiple tours, hard men, survivors. They see, skinny medic, age 24, refuses weapon, conscientious objector, peace-loving hippie. Flower child, coward certainly, judgment immediate, mockery beginning, disrespect automatic, first week complete. Sergeant William Harris, squad leader, age 29, 2 tours, respected, professional, approaches Doc after patrol, private conversation, testing, understanding, questioning. Doc, you really don't carry weapon? Not even pistol? Not even knife beyond medical tools? Doc looks at Harris, direct eye contact, honest answer, no hesitation. No, Sergeant, not carrying weapon, against my conscience, against my beliefs, against everything I am. I won't carry weapon, won't use weapon, won't kill. That's non-negotiable, that's absolute. Harris studies Doc, measuring, evaluating. What if we're overrun? What if enemy breaks through? What if you need to defend yourself? What if you need to defend patients? Doc doesn't hesitate. Answer prepared, conviction absolute. Then I treat casualties. That's my job. That's my purpose. That's what I'm here for. I save lives. I don't take them. That's line I won't cross. That's principle I won't compromise. If I die because I won't kill, that's acceptable. If I die having maintained conscience, that's victory. Better to die with principle than live without it. Better to die being right than live being wrong. That's choice I've made. That's price I'll pay. Harris shakes head slowly, not agreeing, not understanding. Doc, you're going to get yourself killed. You're going to get us killed. Medic needs to defend himself, needs to defend patients, needs to fight. You can't save anyone if you're dead because you wouldn't shoot enemy who was shooting you. You can't treat casualties if enemy kills you because you refuse to fight back. Your liability, your risk, your problem. Doc holds Harris's gaze, doesn't flinch, doesn't waver. Sergeant, maybe. Maybe I die because I won't fight. Maybe conscience gets me killed. Maybe principle produces death, but I won't die having killed someone. I won't die having violated conscience. I won't die having abandoned principles. I'd rather die being who I am than live being what I'm not. I'd rather die with conscience clean than live with blood on hands. That's choice I've made. And Sergeant? Maybe conscience doesn't get me killed. Maybe conscience makes me better medic, makes me focus entirely on saving lives, makes me study everything about death to prevent death. Maybe refusing to kill makes me better at preserving life. Maybe. We'll see. Harris nods slowly, doesn't agree, doesn't understand, but respects conviction, respects certainty, respects Doc having principles absolute enough to die for. That's something. That's respect foundation. That's beginning of trust. That's everything that builds over 14 months. That's what makes Morrison authorize Doc on June 3rd. But mockery continues, constant, daily, every patrol, every briefing, every downtime. Standard soldier behavior toward conscientious objector. They call him names. Flower child, peace doc, hippie medic, coward with medical bag, draft dodger, standard mockery, standard cruelty. Doc accepts it, doesn't defend himself, doesn't argue back, doesn't explain, just accepts, just endures, just continues. just does job, just saves lives despite mockery, just treats wounds despite disrespect.
Just performs excellently despite insults. April 15th, 1970. Building trust through blood. 3 months before Minefield, Doc treats 47 casualties, gunshot wounds, shrapnel injuries, fragmentation damage, heat exhaustion, everything standard combat produces, standard medic duty, standard trauma care, standard excellent performance nobody acknowledges because saving lives is job. 0 preventable deaths, 0 medical failures, perfect record, perfect doc reliability, perfect everything building trust gradually. April 15th, 1970. Patrol, routine sweep, ambush, not routine, heavy contact, automatic weapons, RPGs, coordinated attack, Charlie Company pinned, heavy casualties developing, 7 wounded within first 90 seconds. Doc runs forward, doesn't hesitate, doesn't calculate risk, just runs, no weapon, just medical bag, running toward gunfire.
Running toward danger, running toward wounded, running toward exactly where everyone else trying not to be. He reaches Private James Wilson first, closest casualty, most critical, gunshot wound, chest, right side, sucking chest wound, air entering chest cavity through wound, lung collapsing, tension pneumothorax developing, death in 5 minutes without treatment, death approaching, death imminent, bullets snapping overhead continuously, enemy fire sustained, concentrated, professional, Wilson exposed, Doc exposed, both targets, both vulnerable, standard suicidal to remain in position, standard every survival instinct screaming retreat, Doc ignoring everything except patient, Doc treating Wilson under fire, Doc sealing chest wound while bullets hit ground inches away, Doc performing needle decompression while enemy gunner trying to kill him, Doc saving life while death surrounds him, standard Doc courage absolute, standard impossible situation Doc treats as routine, Doc saves Wilson, seals wound, decompresses chest, restores breathing, stabilizes patient, then drags Wilson to cover, under fire, moving while enemy shooting, risking everything while saving everything, then returns, doesn't stay in cover, doesn't remain safe, doesn't wait for firefight to end, returns to kill zone, returns to danger, returns to wounded, treats 6 more casualties, 1 by 1, each under fire, each in exposed positions, each requiring Doc running back into kill zone repeatedly, each requiring Doc ignoring safety repeatedly, each requiring Doc choosing duty over survival repeatedly, each proving Doc, each validating Doc, each demonstrating Doc, each building respect, each earning trust. All 7 casualties survive, all because Doc ran into fire, all because peace-loving medic proved peace-loving means life-loving, means protecting life, means courage to save instead of courage to kill. Harris approaches after firefight ends. Doc, that was bravest thing I've seen. That was courage beyond anything I've witnessed. Running into fire, no weapon, just medical bag, just duty, just commitment, saving Wilson while bullets hitting everywhere, treating 7 casualties while enemy trying to kill you. You ran toward what we hid from, you risked what we protected. I have rifle, I have training, I have everything you don't have, but I couldn't have done what you did, couldn't have run into that, couldn't have stayed exposed. You did, without hesitation, without weapon, without anything except courage and medical bag and duty.
I was wrong about you, completely wrong. You're not coward. You're opposite of coward. You're something I don't understand, something exceptional, something rare. I'm sorry I mocked you. I'm sorry I called you flower child. I'm sorry I questioned your courage. You're better than that. You're better than most of us. I respect you. I trust you. Thank you. Doc looks at Harris, sees sincerity, sees respect, sees understanding, responds simply, honestly, humbly. Sergeant, I'm not better. I'm just doing job. Running toward wounded is what medics do. That's not courage. That's duty. That's what conscience requires. That's what peace-loving demands. I won't kill, but I will save. I will risk. I will run toward danger if danger is where wounded are. That's not heroic. That's just being medic, just fulfilling duty.
Just honoring conscience. Harris shakes head. Doc, most medics carry weapons. Most medics defend themselves. Most medics don't run into fire unarmed. You do. You just run toward wounded. You just treat casualties. That's not standard. That's exceptional. That's courage beyond duty. Don't diminish it. Own it. You're exceptional. You're hero. Accept that. Trust earned completely. Respect established permanently. Mockery ended absolutely. Doc becoming trusted. Doc becoming valued. Doc proving himself through blood and bullets and saving and courage and everything that matters more than words. Foundation for June 3rd secured. Everything proving Doc reliable. Everything building toward Doc authorization. Everything demonstrating peace-loving produces excellence. Everything changing. Everything transforming.
Everything Doc earning through actions, not arguments. 0850 1200 hours. The crawl begins. Doc removes equipment, medical bag set down carefully, water canteen, wooden stakes, 47 carried, white cloth strips for marking, standard preparation, standard Doc thoroughness. Harris approaches. Last check, last question. Doc, you don't have to do this. You've already proven yourself. Nobody expects this. This is beyond duty, beyond requirement. You could say no. Doc interrupts gently, firmly. Sergeant, 75 people are trapped. Chen is standing on mine. Everyone could die. I have knowledge that might save them. I have training that applies. I have technique that works. I have duty that requires trying. I have conscience that demands risking. I have everything except choice. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is everything my peace-loving principles demand. Saving lives, even at risk of mine, especially at risk of mine. That's what peace-loving means. That's what conscience requires. He turns, faces Minefield, faces Chen, 45 meters away, faces 40-50 mines between here and there, faces death scattered everywhere, faces impossible. Doc drops to prone position, flat on ground, face close to dirt, hands forward, fingers spread, standard tactile mine detection starting position, method precise, technique specific, execution careful, hands flat on ground, both hands, palms down, fingers spread maximally, covering maximum ground area, feeling for everything, feeling for resistance, feeling for unnaturalness, feeling for disruption, feeling for buried objects, feeling for plastic casings, feeling for pressure plates, feeling for death. Gentle pressure applied, not pushing, not pressing, just feeling, just sensing, just understanding ground, understanding texture, understanding composition, understanding what belongs, understanding what doesn't belong, understanding naturalness, understanding unnaturalness, understanding everything through touch, every 30 centimeters forward, stop, probe, feel, assess, understand, mark if safe, wooden stake pushed into ground, white cloth tied to stake, visible path marker, clear indication, safe spot marked, progress documented, path created, first 30 centimeters, clear, safe, nothing detected, stake placed, cloth tied, mark 1 established, progress 30 centimeters, distance remaining 44.7 meters, time elapsed 3 minutes, pace 10 centimeters per minute, estimated completion 450 minutes,
7.5 hours, plus Chen extraction.
Plus 75 soldier extractions. Estimated total time 9 to 10 hours. Standard doc calculating. Standard understanding scope. Standard accepting timeline. Standard committing regardless. Second 30 centimeters. Clear. Stake 2. Progress 60 centimeters. Third 30 centimeters. Resistance felt. Right hand. Index finger. Something hard. Something unnaturally smooth. Something plastic. Doc stops. Doesn't advance. Doesn't press. Just feels. Just explores carefully. Right hand feeling while left hand stable. Right index finger tracing edge. Finding circular shape. Finding raised center. Finding pressure plate. Finding mine. Finding M14. Finding death. Standard detection working. Standard hands finding what metal detector missed. Doc doesn't panic. Doesn't jerk back. Just stops. Just remains still. Just understands situation.
Just processes calmly. He marks mine location. Red cloth this time. Different color. Danger marker. Warning indicator. Roots around mine. 50 centimeters to left. Checks ground. Clear. Stakes marking detour. 3 stakes around mine. Creating bypass route. Safe routing. Continues forward. Past first mine. First death point avoided. First danger defeated. First success achieved. 0920 hours. 6 meters cleared. 2 more mines detected. Both marked. Both routed around. 8 stakes placed. Safe path established. Doc's hands starting to hurt. Skin abrading. Fingertips raw. Nails breaking. Dirt embedded. Blood mixing with dirt. Hands becoming damaged. But hands still working. Still probing. Still feeling. Still detecting. Still saving. 0950 hours. 10 meters cleared. 4th mine detected. Marked. Routed. 15 stakes placed. 1020 hours. 15 meters cleared. 5th mine. 6th mine closely spaced. Dangerous cluster. Narrow gap between mines. Requires careful routing. Doc takes 20 minutes mapping safe path through cluster. 3 stakes. Careful positioning. Precise placement. Safe route through danger. 1045 hours. 20 meters cleared. 7th mine detected. Marked. Routed. 23 stakes placed. Doc sweating heavily. Dehydrated. Exhausted. 2 hours crawling. Arms shaking. Shoulders burning. Back aching. Hands destroyed. But continuing. Not stopping. Not resting. Not pausing. 11:15 hours. 30 meters cleared. 8th mine. 31 stakes. 2/3 complete. Doc reaching limits. Physical limits. Exhaustion limits. But not stopping. Can't stop. Won't stop. Chen waiting. 75 soldiers waiting. Everyone depending on Doc. Doc not failing. Doc not quitting. 11:45 hours. Doc reaches Chen. 45 meters crawled. 3 hours. 47 stakes marking safe path. 9 mines found and marked. 1 pressure hold mine waiting. Chen sees Doc approaching. Relief absolute. Fear absolute. Hope absolute. Everything absolute. Doc represents survival. Doc represents salvation. Doc represents only chance. Doc keys radio. Captain, I've reached Chen. I've marked safe path. 47 stakes. 9 mines detected and marked. Path is clear. Confirmed safe. Everyone can follow stakes out. But Chen needs extraction first. I'm ready to attempt. Morrison responds. Doc, you did impossible. You crawled through Minefield. You marked path with your hands. You found 9 mines nobody else could find. Now save Chen. Then save everyone. We're trusting you completely. We're believing you absolutely. 1200, 1300 hours. Chen's release and extraction begins. Doc kneels beside Chen, studies foot position carefully, studies boot placement on pressure plate, studies angle, studies weight distribution, studies everything. Standard engineer assessment, standard medic thoroughness. Keys radio. Captain, Chen is standing on M14 anti-personnel mine. Pressure plate fully compressed. Mine is armed. Standard pressure hold configuration. Will detonate when pressure releases. When foot lifts. Standard designed to kill on extraction. Standard impossible to defuse with Chen standing on it. Standard requiring alternative technique. Standard I have technique. Learned it. Studied it. Never tested it in field. But theory is sound. Physics supports it. Technique should work. Gradual release method. Not sudden pressure removal. Slow weight transfer, millimeter by millimeter. Giving spring time to decompress without snapping. Giving mechanism time to respond without detonating. Chen listening, understanding. Fear absolute. Death immediate if this fails, but death certain if nothing attempted. Doc, Chen, I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to trust me. We're going to do this together. Doc, tell me what to do. I trust you completely. I believe in you absolutely. Save me, please. Save me. Standard trust given. Standard Doc accepting. Doc explains methodology. Voice calm, professional, reassuring. Chen, listen carefully, understand completely, do exactly what I say. On my count, you're going to shift weight. Slowly, gradually, microscopically. Right leg taking more weight. Left leg reducing pressure, not lifting. Not moving, just reducing. Weight transferring, pressure decreasing, but gradually. Millimeter by millimeter, degree by degree. Slow enough that spring decompresses without snapping. Slow enough that mechanism responds without detonating. Slow enough that physics cooperates instead of betraying. Gradual release, that's technique, that's salvation. I'm going to hold your right arm, steady you, balance you. Keep weight shift controlled. Keep everything smooth. Keep everything gradual. Keep you alive. Standard team effort. Standard trust absolute. Standard both of us succeeding together. Standard we survive together. Chen nods. Can't speak. Throat closed. Fear absolute. But trust absolute. But Doc reliable. But Chen trusting. But Chen believing. But Chen ready. 12-15 hours. Attempt begins. Doc grips Chen's right arm. Firm, steady.
Professional. Standard Doc reassuring through touch. Standard Doc projecting calm. Standard Doc being anchor. Chen, now, slowly. Shift weight. Right leg. Gradual. Smooth. Don't think about mine. Don't think about death. Think about living. Think about surviving. Think about walking out. Think about going home. Think about everything you're living for. Focus on that. Do that. Shift weight. Gradually. Now. Chen shifts. Millimeter. Weight transferring. Right leg loading. Left leg unloading. Pressure plate decompressing. Microscopic movement. Gradual release. Spring extending. Mechanism responding. Physics operating. Death waiting. Life hoping. Everything balanced. Everything gradual. Everything trusting physics. Everything trusting Doc. Everything trusting knowledge. Pressure continues releasing. Slowly. Gradually. Spring continues extending. Mechanism continues responding. Carefully. No snap. No sudden release. No detonation trigger. Standard gradual working. Standard physics cooperating. Standard technique valid. Seconds passing. Feeling like hours. Pressure reducing. Spring extending. Mechanism decompressing. Death not triggering. Life continuing. Hope building. Trust validating. 12:47 hours. Chen's foot lifts completely. Pressure fully released. Spring fully extended. Mechanism fully decompressed. Mine doesn't detonate, doesn't explode, doesn't kill. Chen collapses, legs giving out, shaking, crying, living, breathing, surviving. Relief absolute. Gratitude infinite. Doc just smiles quietly. Medic saved patient. Duty fulfilled. Conscience satisfied.
Harris watching from 40 meters. Keys radio, voice shaking, emotion breaking through. Doc, that was impossible. You just saved Chen from active pressure hold mine using gradual release technique I've never heard of, using physics I don't understand, using knowledge nobody else has. Where did you learn? That was impossible. That was everything. Doc responds calmly, simply. Sergeant, additional training, Fort Sam Houston, studied everything, including mine extraction theories, including pressure hold defeat methods, including experimental techniques. Peace-loving doesn't mean ignorant. Peace-loving means studying everything about death to prevent death. Standard conscience requiring knowledge. Standard knowledge saving Chen. Standard Chen alive proves principles work. Standard everything I've been saying. Standard peace-loving works. Standard conscience succeeds. Standard 1 saved. Standard 74 remaining. Standard Doc continuing. 1300, 1900 hours. The long walk out. Doc walks Chen back. Following marked path exactly. 47 stakes. White cloth visible. Safe route mapped. Standard Doc thoroughness creating standard Chen survival. First extraction complete. 74 remaining. Standard Doc continuing. Standard extraction beginning. Morrison organizes extraction order. Wounded first, then youngest, then oldest. Standard triage logic. 1305 hours. Second soldier. Private James Rodriguez. Age 19. Wounded. Doc walks path. Returns with Rodriguez. Follows stakes exactly. No deviation. 15 minutes. 1320 hours. Third soldier. 1335 hours. Fourth soldier. 1350 hours. Fifth. Pattern established. 15-minute intervals. Doc walking path repeatedly. No deviation. No mistakes. No risks. Every soldier Doc extracts thanks him. Every soldier understands. Every soldier recognizes. Peace-loving medic saved everyone through knowledge armed soldiers lacked, through courage violence-trained men didn't possess. Doc accepts thanks quietly, just working, just doing duty, not seeking recognition, seeking only survival, everyone's survival. 1430 hours, 10th soldier extracted, quarter complete. Doc continuing. Harris Keys radio. Doc, you need break. You need water. You've been working 6 hours straight. Doc interrupts. Sergeant, I'll rest when everyone's safe. I'll drink when everyone's out. I'll stop when duty complete. Patience before self. Everyone before me. That's what medic means. That's what conscience requires. Standard no rest until complete. 1530 hours. 20th soldier. Halfway. Doc continuing. Rhythm maintained. 1645 hours, 30th soldier. 3/4 complete, 1750 hours, 40th. Doc still working, still walking, still saving. His hands are destroyed, bleeding, raw, infected probably, but moving, probing, saving. Standard Doc commitment, standard pain accepted, standard discomfort ignored. 1820 hours, 50th soldier. Standard Doc still strong, still focused. 9 hours working, not stopping, duty incomplete. 1840, 1910 hours, the final phase. 1840 hours, 73rd soldier extracted. 2 remaining, Doc and Corporal Michael Thompson. Thompson, Doc, you go first. You've walked this 73 times. You're exhausted. You're at risk. I'm fresh. I'm alert. I'm walking you out. You go first. I'll follow. I'll make sure you reach safety. Standard soldier protecting medic. Standard what you've earned. Non-negotiable. You go first. Role reversal complete. Armed soldier protecting unarmed medic. Violence-trained soldier ensuring peace-loving medic survives. Everyone understanding Doc saved everyone. Everyone requiring Doc survival. Doc accepts. Too exhausted to argue. Too tired to insist on protocol. Too grateful to refuse protection. Walks path first. Thompson following. Both reaching safety. Both surviving. But Doc isn't finished. Morrison. Doc, you're done. Everyone's out. Mission complete. Doc. Captain, I marked path. I created route. I'm responsible. 2 uncertainties mean 2 risks. Means someone might use this path, might step on those points, might die. Can't allow that. Need to check them. Need to confirm. Need to ensure. Standard my path means my responsibility. Standard my duty incomplete until certain everyone's safe forever. Standard going back. Morrison understanding Doc won't rest until perfect. Standard Doc walking back. Standard checking 2 uncertain points. Standard completing mission. 1905 hours. First point, 23 meters from safety. Probes carefully. Feels plastic. Confirms. Mine. M14. Marks it clearly. Red cloth. Danger marker. 1907 hours. Second point, 37 meters from safety. Doc probes. Finds. M14. Standard second mine found. Standard both uncertainties resolved. Standard path now completely safe. Standard job complete. Doc walks back. Following marked path. Final time. Job complete. Mission accomplished. Everyone saved. 0 casualties. 1910 hours. Doc reaches safety. Collapses. Exhausted. Dehydrated. Spent. 9 hours. 75 people saved. 2 mines stepped on personally using gradual release technique twice. Perfect success. 0 failures. Morrison kneels beside Doc. Doc, you just saved 75 people. You crawled through Minefield. You marked safe path with your hands. You extracted everyone individually. You checked every uncertainty. You confirmed every danger. You ensured everyone's safety forever. You did impossible. Your hero... Doc interrupts weakly. Captain, I'm medic. I saved patients. That's job. That's duty. That's what medic does. Standard, not heroic. Standard, just duty. Standard, what conscience requires. Standard, what peace-loving demands. Standard, Doc humility. Standard, refusing hero label. Standard, insisting duty, not heroism. Standard, peace-loving medic, seeing life-saving as obligation, not achievement. June 5th to 20, 1970. The recognition. Doc recovers. 2 days rest. Dehydration treated. Exhaustion healed. Standard medical care.
Standard Doc receiving what Doc gives. June 5th. Morrison submits award recommendation. Medal of Honor. Citation details. Specialist Thomas Brennan, conscientious objector serving as company medic, displayed extraordinary heroism and devotion to duty on June 3, 1970, when Charlie Company became trapped in active minefield. Specialist Brennan volunteered to manually clear safe path through minefield using only tactile mine detection. Over 9 hours, Specialist Brennan crawled 94 meters, identified and marked 9 anti-personnel mines, created marked path using wooden stakes, and personally extracted 75 soldiers from minefield. During extraction, Specialist Brennan stepped on 2 pressure-hold mines and successfully used gradual release technique to prevent detonation. Specialist Brennan's actions directly saved 75 American lives through technique requiring extraordinary courage, technical expertise, and unwavering commitment to duty. His refusal to carry weapons while displaying courage exceeding that of armed soldiers exemplifies highest traditions of medical service and personal sacrifice. Recommend Medal of Honor. June 12th. Award approved. Medal of Honor. Standard highest recognition. Standard Doc deserving. June 20th. Ceremony. Division Headquarters. General William Patterson presiding. 400 soldiers assembled. Standard military recognition. Standard formal ceremony. General Patterson presents medal. Speech prepared. Professional. Heartfelt. True. Specialist Brennan represents courage in its purest form. Courage without weapons. courage without violence.
Courage driven entirely by commitment to preserving life. On June 3rd, Specialist Brennan saved 75 American soldiers through technique no one taught him, knowledge no one required him to learn, and courage no one expected from conscientious objector. He crawled through Minefield using his hands to detect death. He marked path using wooden stakes. He extracted every soldier individually. He stepped on 2 mines and survived through technique he studied independently. He worked 9 hours without rest. He refused to stop until every soldier was safe. He embodied everything military service claims to value: selfless service, personal courage, duty above self. And he did this while refusing to carry weapon, while maintaining conscience, while proving peace-loving medic saves better than armed soldiers. Specialist Brennan, you are hero. You are inspiration. You are proof that courage transcends violence. Doc accepts medal, stands attention, says nothing. Standard military bearing, standard Doc humility. After ceremony, Harris approaches. Doc, I'm sorry I mocked you. I called you coward. I called you flower child. I was wrong. You're bravest person I know. You ran toward gunfire without weapon. You crawled through Minefield with bare hands. You saved 75 people through courage I don't possess. You proved peace-loving requires more courage than war-making. You proved conscience stronger than violence. You proved everything I didn't understand. I'm sorry, and I'm grateful. You saved me. You saved everyone. Doc, Sergeant, you don't need to apologize. You didn't understand. Now you understand. That's growth. That's learning. Understanding that courage has forms.
That bravery has variations. That peace-loving doesn't mean passive, means active life preservation. You understand now. That's what matters. Your apology accepted. Your respect appreciated. Your understanding valued. Standard Doc wisdom. Standard Harris learning. Standard relationship transformed. Standard mockery becoming respect. July 1970, March 1973. The legacy Doc's technique documented, manual published. Tactile mine detection and extraction procedures for emergency minefield operations, written by Doc, edited by combat engineers, distributed army-wide. Standard Doc knowledge becoming standard soldier knowledge. Technique taught at Fort Leonard Wood, Combat Engineer School. Standard curriculum addition. Standard Doc method becoming standard military doctrine. July 1970, March 1973. Doc's technique used 47 times. 47 minefield emergencies. 47 situations requiring manual extraction. 47 times Doc's method deployed. Results documented. 47 minefield extractions. 342 soldiers extracted using Doc's technique. 7 extractors stepped on pressure hold mines. 7 used gradual release technique. 6 survived. 1 died. Mine malfunctioned, detonated despite gradual release. 341 soldiers saved total standard Doc technique saving hundreds. Standard peace-loving method producing survival. Standard conscience-driven innovation defeating violence designed death. Doc continues as medic. 2 more years. 147 more patrols. 89 more casualties treated. 0 casualties lost. Standard Doc excellence continuing. March 1973. Doc's tour ends. Returns home. San Francisco. Age 26. Veteran. Medic. Hero. Conscientious objector. Peace-loving. Everything contradictory. Everything compatible. Everything. Doc 1973-2024. The teacher. Doc becomes paramedic. San Francisco Fire Department. Standard transition. Standard medic skills transferring. Standard saving lives continuing. 28 years service. 1973-2001. estimated 3,400 emergency calls, estimated 840 lives saved through direct intervention, standard doc impact continuing, standard peace-loving producing survival, retires 2001, age 54, teaches, community college, emergency medical services program, standard doc becoming instructor, standard teaching next generation, teaches 23 years, 2001, 2024, trained 1,847 EMTs and paramedics, standard doc impact systematic, standard individual excellence becoming institutional culture, standard peace-loving philosophy spreading. Today, the conscience. Thomas Brennan is 78 years old, lives in Oakland, California, retired instructor, quiet life, standard elderly veteran. When asked about June 3, 1970, by students, by historians, by researchers studying minefield operations, he says, "People focus on courage, on heroism, on Medal of Honor, on impossible accomplished, on 75 lives saved. That's not what matters. What matters is principle. What matters is peace-loving doesn't mean passive. Peace-loving means active life preservation, means risking everything to save everyone, means conscience demanding more than convenience, means refusing violence while accepting danger, means courage without weapons being deeper courage than courage with weapons. That's lesson. That's what June 3rd teaches. I refuse to carry weapon. That was conscience decision. That was principle absolute. That was non-negotiable. Everyone mocked that.
Everyone questioned that. Everyone thought that made me weak, made me coward, made me liability. But refusing weapon didn't make me refuse danger, didn't make me refuse duty, didn't make me refuse saving lives, made me focus entirely on saving lives, made me study everything about death to prevent death, made me learn techniques armed soldiers don't learn because armed soldiers focus on using weapons, not understanding weapons, made me better medic because only being medic, only doing one thing, only focused on one purpose, saving lives, standard conscience producing excellence, standard refusing violence producing deeper expertise, standard peace-loving meaning, life-loving meaning, learning everything about preserving life. Cultural warfare is dangerous, not because it doesn't work, because it works too well. People ask, would I carry weapon now, knowing what I know, having seen what I've seen, having saved who I've saved? Answer, no, never. Conscience doesn't change because circumstance is difficult. Conscience doesn't compromise because danger real. Conscience is absolute. Peace-loving is absolute. Refusing violence is absolute. That's what conscience means. That's what principle requires. No exceptions, no compromises, no situations where violence acceptable. 75 lives saved that day, 341 through technique over 3 years, 840 as paramedic over 28 years, 1,847 students trained over 23 years, estimated downstream lives saved by those students, incalculable. That's what peace-loving produced. That's what conscience created. That's what refusing violence accomplished. Not despite principle, because of principle. Peace-loving doesn't mean weak.
Means strong enough to refuse violence, brave enough to save instead of kill, committed enough to preserve life even at risk of own. That's what June 3rd proved. That's what 54 years validated. That's what conscience is. The Numbers Doc's direct operations, June 3rd, 1970, 1 minefield extraction. Results, 9 hours crawling 94 meters, manually cleared, 9 mines detected, and marked 75 soldiers extracted individually. 2 pressure-hold mines stepped on personally, 2 successful gradual releases, 0 casualties. Doc's technique legacy, 1970-1973. 47 minefield extractions using Doc's method, 342 soldiers saved, 6 of 7, pressure hold survival rate 85.7%. 341 total lives saved through technique. Doc's career impact 1969-2024, Vietnam. 75 saved directly. 341 saved through technique, 416 total. Paramedic estimated 840 lives saved 1973-2001. Teaching 1,147 EMTs who are paramedics trained 2001-2024. Estimated downstream lives saved by students incalculable. 1 conscientious objector. 1 refusal to carry weapon. 1 peace-loving medic everyone mocked. 1 impossible minefield extraction. 1 technique nobody taught. 1 courage nobody expected. 1 medal of honor earned without firing shot. 1 legacy built on saving, not killing. 1 principle validated through results. 1 conscience proved right through lives saved. 75 lives saved immediately. 341 lives saved eventually. 1,847 students trained. Incalculable lives saved downstream. Peace-loving victorious. Conscience validated. Refusing violence producing survival. Everything principle promised. Everything conscience delivered. Everything peace-loving accomplished. Doc proved it. Doc taught it. Doc lived it. Doc is it. Everything. Forever.